Woo! We are live. What's going on, everybody?
What's
What's
happening?
up? What's cracking?
Hey.
Super excited, super duper excited, especially that the Geekly Discussion has been our geek weekly discussion that we used to do back in the day when I had a little bit more time and not traveling everywhere. And so it's great to have everyone back, and then some folks from Nerdbox coming over like Noah and Melissa. Ian's been a good friend of mine from way
What's
back
up?
when we used to bodybuild, and not only that, we used to go ahead and talk about geek stuff all the time with Marcus and Dave. So this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm super excited, especially that all you guys were asking in the comments, let's talk about nerd stuff as well as the horror stuff. So super excited. Super duper.
Yas. Yas.
Yes.
Long time coming, but this has been a good year for nerd stuff. So let's get it
Facts.
cracking, man.
Yeah.
We
All
had an
right.
opportunity to get 3 shows on the same day for almost 2 months in a row. It was
Mhm.
great.
Super wild stuff. Yeah, so let's get started.
Hey, we gotta
The
highlight that comment.
boys.
We gotta highlight that
Yeah.
comment. Johnny said,
Which
"Remember, this is
comment?
what remember this is what Clara wanted. Would have wanted."
Yes.
Perfect segue. Perfect segue. Perfect segue.
Yes, perfect segue. All right, guys. So let's talk about the boys, right? Oh man, what did you guys think about the series finale?
I'll go last.
Let's start with
man,
Noah.
'cause-
Go ahead. Go ahead, Noah.
All right. If we were to go based off like a rating system, I out of 5 stars, I give it like a solid 3.5. It was fine. Like it was fine. And I think Lucas will be here a little bit later on, but we talked about it very briefly. We both agreed that it lacked some in between, like it lacked some substance, like some meat on it. Like it got very you were halfway through, and like spoilers, you were halfway through, and you were to the main fight scene, and like obviously the whole like the finale is Huey versus Butcher, which again didn't have a lot of build up to it. It just feels like, and I know that Eric Kripke said that they didn't want to do the 90-minute trope that every finale does, but I think they should have done it. I really think they should have it. The show needed that. I think that the episode could have used that extra 30 minutes, even if it's like 15 minutes of ads. But I mean, it definitely was a really good fight scene. I liked it. It was a full circle moment. I really appreciated that it was Butcher in the final sequence. And
Mhm.
I mean, say what you will about the chest blasting that they gave Kimiko. Is it kind of cheap? Yeah, very much so. Like, but the whole idea, like, she's had a feud with him since the beginning. Stormfront took out her brother, and she got lasered in half by him quite a bit. So there's definitely a feud between the two of them. And honestly, it did kind of fulfill a prophecy if you think about it, because his prophecy was foretold to him by a woman with a glowing chest, and that's kind of how he lost. So I don't know. It had its moments. Butcher taking up the crowbar to him was great. It was a solid 3 stars. Rip Terror.
All right, Melissa, what do you got?
Like I definitely wanted it to be longer than what it was. I felt like it was lacking something. I did like how, like, when Deep died, it was all because of like Ambrosia. Like they like it was like all the sea creatures like finally came after him for her death, avenging her.
Right.
Say your name.
What? Yes. I thought it like the part with Sage, like you could tell Kamiko something was happening, but no one else really noticed. Like when the ground started rumbling, because she never did that before. So it was like
Yeah.
they didn't think like it worked, but like there was definitely the signs that it was going to be there. So you knew something was going to happen with her. I didn't like how they brought in Gen V. Simple fact, like they could have used the reason why I was hoping for that extra time is because they could have brought the guy back from the original Soup, and like I know that's going to be like the prequel. That's probably going to like how all that stuff came about is probably going to be in like the prequel season, but the tie-in for those two, especially after it got canceled, could have been so much better, and it was just like made no sense.
Well, they also
But-
canceled Gen V's season 3 and I think potentially season 4 for Gen V or for Vought Rising, and potentially what is called what is it? The Boys Mexico.
It's Mexico.
Which, I mean, like, maybe they're canceling Gen V because they're gonna do they're gonna come back in Gen V or the Boys Mexico, but like, I don't know. It does feel like they were kind of wasted, especially since like they threw in the little excuse me, they threw in like the little like jab. It's like you can't even control your powers. Like, Marie had full control of her powers in the season finale series finale of
Yep.
I mean, like she was force lifting motherfuckers, like, 4 people at a time. She had full
That is true.
control of her powers at the end. I don't know, man.
And then goes our monetization, Noah. Thank you. All right. But also, like, look at the comments, man. And they agree. You know, King Matthew, you know, the gripe that Soldier Boy was wasted, right?
Yeah.
And they just set up Kimiko out of nowhere. Yeah, they had the story and they had the build up and whatnot. But just the sheer fact that they built up Soldier Boy to do all this stuff, just to have him turn sides and not do anything is ridiculous. No,
So,
this is funny.
a little theory with that.
We might get
too.
the Boys Canada.
Welcome to the boys, eh?
Hey, yeah.
I saw like a theory that's floating around that the reason that they didn't show him in this episode is because they want the show to feel final. But what they're gonna do with Vought Rising is potentially do like the start of the show is gonna be in the 50s, and then it's gonna lead into present day because they were also building up the return of Stormfront potentially because they were like, oh, I never saw a body, and they kept talking about it, but there was no build up to that or payoff, I should say. So the theory is that eventually they're going to lead into present day after the events of the series finale of The Boys, which I don't know. I don't want to have don't try and make me watch more stuff.
All right. It's true. Don't pull a Disney. Ian, what you got?
Or Stranger Things. Don't pull Stranger Things.
I felt like it was blase blah. It wasn't like I felt like it could have been 2 more seasons. More, you know what I mean? More answering, like I said, like what you were saying, the fight scenes were good. I don't know. I just didn't want to see Butcher go out that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I totally get it, man. I mean, it did have its full circle moment though, like Melissa said. You know what I mean?
The full circle moment was good. You know what I mean? And I think that was what a lot of people want in a finale, but I think as us, we wanted more. Does it make sense?
Of course. Yeah, of course. You know, and I'll go so Marcus can go last like he wanted to, but you know, the fact is that after season 2, I felt like it started deteriorating, going downhill. I mean, they did phenomenal with the buildup in 1 and 2, and then 3, you're like, and then 4 was trash, and then this one at least has some redeeming qualities, right?
Right.
But this is where the comic had it better, right?
Correct.
Like Soldier Boy takes over the White House. There's a war between the soups. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what we should have gotten. We should have gotten, instead of what we got in season 3 and 4. Season 3 and 4 should have been the whole buildup of building that army and going for Homelander, right?
Correct.
And then, you know, Frenchie dying off screen was terrible, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. And then I understand that some fans are complaining that, he was, you know, begging Butcher and crying and all this stuff, but I love that moment so much better than the comic because that A-Train was right. A-Train was like, I was so scared of you all these years, and you're just a little bitch, right? And it was, you know, hiding behind his powers. And that moment could have been emphasized even more, especially if they had the Soups War. Bringing in Gen V should have happened, right?
Yep.
A part of the war. All this stuff should have happened. And then Soldier Boy being, especially with Ryan being there, being torn, right, between choosing his son and his grandson. You know, there's a lot of things they could have done to build it up even better and have Soldier Boy finally pull the trigger. You know what I mean? And hit him with the blast. Or if you're gonna give Kimiko the power, at least it's something like, hey, I'm trying to do the blast, and then Homelander knocks him out, thinks he won, and then Kimiko, out of nowhere has the upper hand right then and there. Something. We never got the answer for Noir. Because, it was the actor, but then Noir was acting strange, and it's just like, is there a third Noir? We never got any of that revelation.
There was a deleted scene that kind of so there was a deleted scene in season 4 that better explains why he got so terrified of Homelander, but apparently it was only because he was getting into character. But there was a season 4 scene where he's talking to the second Noir as he was as if he was the first Noir, and he's doing the thing that he typically does, where he gropes people weirdly, and then he makes it kind of look like he's gonna put his fist through your chest, and then he hugged them, and he's like, I missed this, and it was really scary. So it would have made sense if they had kept that in and played into that with season 5. It does seem like they tried to top satire instead of sticking to their story, because it did feel like there was a lot that wasn't really answered in this season. There was a lot of stuff that we didn't get, and there was an explanation as to why Queen Maeve didn't end up showing up in this season. She's the actress is mostly retired from acting, and her schedule just didn't line up to be a part of the show. So that's fine, but there's still a lot of other things that I just feel like were not explained, and maybe that's because of the other shows that are going to be coming out soon, but I don't know.
They should have killed her off.
Well, my question is
this.
My question is this. What was the point of bringing her back when she's depowered? What could she have done? What could she have done to help?
How is she gets hit by the blast? If you think about it, she gets hit by the blast halfway through the fall. Not even they're still 50 stories up, right? And she gets hit by that blast, and she lives through that fall. She's clearly got something going on where she's not fully depowered. True. And also Ryan being depowered, I don't know, man. I don't know about how the boys works it, but basic biology is he's not since he's born with altered DNA, he doesn't have just V1 in his blood. It is genetically impossible for him to have just V1 in his blood. He doesn't even have Gen V, or he doesn't even have V, modern day V in his blood. It's something entirely different, because the chemical mixture of Becca and Homelander makes something completely new and at an evolutionary scale. So I think his powers are probably going to come back if he shows up in The Boys Mexico. I think that's probably why they didn't say anything.
It's so true though. Even for Homelander, I'm gonna pull up this comment because this one's really, really good by King Matthew. Is that they spend 2 or 3 episodes searching for V1, and Homelander gets it, and it doesn't do anything different. It's just it should have been that blast doesn't work. It probably weakens him. You know what I mean? And then you go. And then also Johnny mentioned that Queen Maeve could have taken Temp V, because
I thought there wasn't anymore. I thought they got rid of it all at the end. The Temp V.
Did they?
I thought they destroyed it all.
Did they destroy it all?
Was that part of the lawsuit in that season?
Maybe.
I can't remember. I got to go back and watch, but I thought they destroyed it. Yeah.
All right, Marcus, you're up, my bro.
Dude, this is... What's your favorite word, Danny? Basura.
Basura! Oh, man, I wish I had the...
Dude, man, it was so... I was so disappointed, man, in this... just the whole season as a whole. It had its moments, it had its highlights. But this episode in particular, it was just a lackluster finale for me. I thought the White House scene was great. The last act, the last act, everything that took place in the White House was great. From old father coming in and all that with Ashley, all that was great. The fight was great. Personally, they should have used Marie instead of Kimiko. Because again, Gen V built up Marie being almost as powerful as Homelander. Basically, they said that Marie
took a blast to the chest from Homelander with the laser vision.
Right. They basically said that Marie and Homelander were basically Omega level mutants. Basically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were the most powerful too. So they should have used her to strip the V1 out of his blood instead of Kimiko, man. Like, as much as I love Kimiko, that just didn't make sense for me personally.
But that's my point, right? That's my
Yeah.
point. I love that you mentioned that. Like Kimiko could have hit him with the blast. It's not working. Why? Because
Yeah.
fucking V1 is in his system, right? So
Yeah.
now I was like, what do we do? And that makes the whole thing, like I said, what the comic did better is that whole thing of, hey, there's this war going on, all this stuff, all the soups fighting, and then the only one was Marie to take the V1 out and then hit him with the blast. And now we got a full circle moment, and you still can leave the continuation how they want to. It doesn't deviate anything from what they're trying to do.
And see, they could have easily tied it into the comic perfectly because, like you said, if Kimiko would have hit him with a blast, it would have made him weak. Marie strip him of the V1, and then Kimiko hits him again. We could have got that burnt, crispy Homelander like in the comic before Butcher did the crowbar bit, which I love that they kept the crowbar bit from the comics.
Yeah,
I love that they did that. I'm glad that they did that for us fans. Personally, I wish they would have kept the story of having Black Noir as his clone, because that was one of my favorite moments of the comic. Was finding out that Black Noir the whole time was a clone of, especially when they set Black Noir up too with Flight last season. I was like, oh shit, is he a clone? I was like, is he really? Even though he's not a clone, looking like him, I was like, oh shit, are they setting that up that Black Noir 2 is the clone?
Right?
You know, so
yeah, but not even 2, right? Like this could have confirmed the theories there's a third Noir, because there were certain scenes that he was acting different that we were saying, right? And so now it's just like, oh shit, we actually, especially if like we were saying, especially if Homelander was winning, right? And it's like no one can stop him, and here comes Noir, and it's a third one, and then you can do a quick flashback or whatever of the third one replacing the second one, like something, bro, something. Yeah. And that whole thing of not wanting the trope for 90 minutes, like I get it, but then hit us with a movie, or this needed to be. The whole ending of the White House thing should have been a few episodes. It should have been.
Yeah.
And I'm with Noah. I do feel like Ryan, the blast should not affect him, being that he's the first naturally born soup. I think it shouldn't affect him. So I hope he shows up again in one of the spinoffs. Like me personally, I like the Ryan character. I like that they took Homelander's past from the comic and gave it to Ryan. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So
let's add this. Let's say there is no third Noir, right? It set it up perfectly for Ryan being that character.
Yeah.
It set it up perfectly for Ryan being that character that he had an invincible moment. They even did, him beating on him. He comes back, right? And going into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like what I was leaning into if they were to go that, like, I was also like, the only reason I was like, they should just let Homelander do it. Like, let's give him the win for, like, just give a villain a win. Just because it, realistically, that's all it was kind of playing into with this season is they didn't give us really anything that was going to let us, especially with the V1 right at the end, like with that whole scene with the laser things, like, oh, they're fucked. And then the only person to die is Frenchie. And technically it's because he got sliced.
Radiation poisoning.
Yeah, but that's the only thing is
no, he did. He did, but still
it doesn't count, right? It doesn't count because it wasn't shown, and I don't care that was shown or not. Like that didn't really affect me that much. But with the radiation poisoning, he was the only person to go out, and it wasn't even like Homelander did it. He took himself out, and nobody else died. So they were like, "We're taking out a bunch of people," and it was okay. So you're taking out A-Train in the first episode, which granted really got me. I was
that was the best. That was the best moment of the season. That was the best moment of the season, man.
And then he sacrificed himself to be better to dodge the girl.
Yeah,
because it was again another full circle moment. Fantastic, man.
That was great.
Way to go.
Oh, I guess I'm faster. No, you're not. He was just better than you. He's a better person, asshole.
I said this earlier before we started the show, man. I wish. And I know, like, people say, oh, stuff is going to be different than the comics. I'm like, well, sometimes, they should stick to the source material. I really felt the way season 4, and say what you want about season 4, it was up and down and stuff like that. But when you set stuff up, like, capitalize on it, they set it up where Butcher was supposed to go full heel turn this season, and he didn't. and that pissed me off because
Yeah.
that would have made the stakes higher. Him being full Darth Sidious type or Vader type, you know, hell bent. That would have put more stakes on Huey, you know, taking him out the way he did. And I, as a fan of the comic, I actually like how they handled that in Vault's tower, rather than them falling off the Empire State Building and, you know, all that debacle of how they took him out in the comic.
It's a bit theatrical.
Yeah. But they should have made Butcher evil this season. Like, they should have had Butcher kill Kimiko and Frenchie, just like the comic. You know, because
when he blew everybody up.
Yeah, they set that up early this season where he was like getting pissed at him. You know, like a few episodes, Frenchie and Kimiko kept fucking up. Oh, I don't want to get demonetized. My bad.
It's too late now.
They kept messing up. They kept messing up, and you could tell Butcher was getting pissed. And I was like, "Oh shit, is Butcher gonna finally like blow him up?" And then we don't get it. I was like, it was so many things they could have done to make this season better, and they dropped the ball, man. So
that is very true. And you know, some of the comments are even like, why did Soldier Boy never act with, you know what I mean? Interact with Black Noir. Like you're introducing characters that are not even interacting with each other. You know, it's one of those that story trumps everything, man. Story trumps everything, and they literally, I feel like it was almost like a Game of Thrones that either they forgot or either, you know, they just didn't know how to go and they thought they wrote themselves into a corner. I honestly don't know. I really honestly don't know. But
well, the rumor is that all the money went to Vault Rising, so they rushed and skimmed out.
Rushed it.
Yeah, skimmed out on this season.
Because the money went to, man.
Yeah, the money went to Vault Rising. So
I've seen people compare this to the ending of Stranger Things and the ending of Game of Thrones, and I have not seen Game of Thrones, so I can't agree or disagree with that. But I don't think that it was as bad as Stranger Things. Because the story still had like cohesiveness, like where Stranger Things after volume 1 or like part 1 of season 5 or whatever, it just fell apart completely.
Oh yeah,
like they had no idea what was going. You had no idea what was going on. Like. But I feel like for the most part, like you kind of got like a cohesive ending, and you know, you got that full circle moment where you also kind of get a heart attack at the end of episode 5, where you're like, "Oh shit, is A-Train gonna kill Huey right now?"
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind for Vault Rising if we did kind of get 2 timelines, certain episodes, because of the way this ended with Stanley Egger taking Vault over again. So it would be great to have Giancarlo return, you know, at some point. Ryan being out there, having his powers possibly still.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I would love to see Soldier Boy being in the chamber again. So yeah, I would love to see like 2 timelines again, possibly.
Yeah. This is funny. Look what King Matthew said. I guess you could say the money going to Vault Rising is what Clara would have wanted.
Clara more screen time.
Oh man,
what was her line? She said she want the pure, and what was it? It was supposed to be Nazi talk, but pure and whatever she said.
Whatever, man. That's crazy. But speaking of segueing of that moment of a Homelander having an invincible moment with Ryan, dude. Invincible is getting really good, bro. Oh my gosh, right?
I just finished the Compendiums. I reread the full comic, and now I'm doing Invincible Universe now. Man, I can't wait till they start diving into the stories, man.
The animation is getting really good.
Anissa,
yeah,
I love
Anissa. the animation is getting really good now, guys. Like, you know, those fight scenes and everything else. I mean, even though they slightly deviated some things from the comic, I mean, it is still very source material, very source material. Animation's looking fucking great, man. The voice acting is superb. You know, I really when Throg showed up, I was like, oh, like you felt it. You felt it in the show, like, oh my god, especially when he put the ass whooping on Omni-Man. Like, because Omni-Man is supposed to be the G, and obviously for those of us that know the comic a little bit more, right? We knew it was going to happen, but the way they animated was beautiful.
Yeah,
it was absolutely gorgeous, man.
Yeah,
you know. So Noah, what do you got on Invincible right now?
So I actually had the opportunity to watch a couple of episodes of season 1 again, and I think the animation has honestly gotten consistently worse.
Really?
The fight scenes in season 4, I will agree. The fight scenes are amazing. Especially the one like Invincible versus Thrag, their first scene when you have like the whole like skeleton or skull and red flashing and all that, like that looked really good. I feel like that's kind of like, so I actually don't want to say that because we thought we've learned that there's like only like 4 to 10 animators or whatever working on Invincible, which is nuts. But there's a lot of scenes in season 1 where they're just talking and they're having their conversations where there's still more, they're moving, they're more fluid still. And I don't know, it seems like it is like everyone's really still, and even like the certain drawings, like I really hated how Omni-Man looked with his shins looked so fat. He looked so weird. With like the no shoes, like I don't know what
shins, dude.
Like they shins. No, it's like Marvel. It's like Marvel. Who is it that couldn't draw feet in the Marvel universe? Like the Marvel comic artist.
Oh, the creator of Deadpool.
Yeah,
right? Like, that's what it reminded me of. It's like I don't know. It's just like it's something about it.
Looked the same in the comic to me.
It is good. It's really good, but it also feels like you can hear it, that it's in a recording booth almost.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld, man. Yeah.
Sorry, not
well, you know the animation changed so they could get it out
whatever.
It was taking it was taking two almost 3 years in between seasons, for the animation. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, I would be. That's the thing. I'm fine with that. If you're willing to, like, if you take the time with the animation and takes more time, that's fine.
I'm not, because Invincible is such a long story. It's 144.
Like the same thing.
It's 144 issues, man. We gotta get that story in, man. We gotta get that story.
Yeah, we gotta
the
get
actors are getting old. The actors are getting old
per season.
The actors
are getting old. The same thing with The Boys. We should have gotten more episodes with the final season, or just the seasons in general, right? Like we're not getting enough episodes. I think we should be getting at least 12 episode seasons.
Not when you're having a crew like that, man. There's no way. I mean, even the Japanese
that's a whole other problem in itself. They should be hiring more people, not putting more money.
I know, but even the Japanese animators, they have a huge team for Japanese animators, man.
Yeah.
They're getting run into the ground, animating this stuff, and so I can only imagine what those 10 people are going through. You know what I mean? To make Invincible as good as it is, and honestly, to me, that is something to pat themselves on the back for, man. You know what I mean? To give such a great show, and it's just a limited animation team.
Yeah, we're upset with Amazon. We're not upset with the animators.
And it's funny. It's funny too.
We're amazing.
It's funny too, like, because what season was it? Was it season 1 or 2 that it stuck to the comic where Mark meets one of his comic book heroes, and he explains why they use the same.
I think it was season 2.
Drawings and different panels, but it's the same thing for animation too, where they use the same, drawings or whatever, because it's just more cost efficient to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, with the skeleton crew like that, I'm fine with the animation. Like, to me, it actually, for the action, I get what Noah's saying as far as like the static movement or staticness of it when they're not moving like they were earlier, but during the action scenes it's so fluid. To me, it's more fluid now, and more easier to keep up with the action than before.
Yeah, well, it's still not worse. Yeah. It's still not worse than One Punch Man, the new season. So whatever, dude. that was god awful. But Melissa, you got anything on this?
On which?
Have you seen Invincible?
Have you seen it?
No, I'm only through like the first half of the first season.
Man,
I know.
I'm
so behind.
I'm on the beginning of season 3. So, but I got a question.
Yeah.
Out of the seasons that you guys watched, which one had the best fight scenes?
Definitely this one to me. This one definitely had.
And last year, the Conquest fight last year.
Oh my god, that Conquest fight was insane. And then the voice actor of Conquest put it down, man. He put it down.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, he put it down as Conquest. I mean, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's absolutely an amazing actor. but that voice acting, man, that he did for Conquest was absolutely out of control.
Yeah.
It was out of control, bro. It was really, really good.
Ian, I would say one of the best fights besides these last 2 seasons, 3 and 4. Omni-Man taking out the Guardians in season 1.
So good.
That fight. Yeah.
That right there was my favorite.
Omni-Man taking out the Guardians.
From what I've seen, that's my favorite. Ultimately.
Melissa, did you get to that fight scene yet?
I don't think so.
Oh
Like,
my god, I can't wait.
You were gonna love it.
Well, wait, that's the first episode.
Yeah, that's the pilot episode.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wait,
we took out all the other superheroes.
That's who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark.
I know, right?
I'm basically like up to the part where it was like right after they're all trying to become the new team. Like they're all getting trained.
Yeah. Team.
Yeah, and like the one guy's already having beef with his ex-girlfriend because he was sleeping with the other chick and like.
Oh, multi-Kate. Yeah, I mean, duplicate. Yeah, Rex and duplicate. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. Dude,
What y'all think about that Adam Eve special?
Oh, I loved it, dude.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't see it.
Well, we get a Rex one too. Because did you ever read the Rex side story?
No.
In the comics.
There's
when you see how he got. Oh, it's so good. It's a good read where him and Eve meet. How Rex went through the training and was an assassin, and I hope we get a special. It would be nice if we got it next year before season 5.
Yeah.
You know, Rex.
Dude,
we should say
Rex is badass.
We should. I without saying anything spoilery about the fight scene because I don't know if Ian's at the point, but the Rexplode versus Invincible fight scene, fucking badass. I'm not gonna say anything further. I think that's probably top 3. Like top 3 overall for the season.
I would say Rex versus Lizard League.
Rex versus Lizard League was pretty great, I will say.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Wild. That was wild.
Dude, I just the epitome of, and let's just like piggyback and take a few steps back. Omni-Man versus the whole guild, man. That's like if Superman turned on the Justice League. Like that was insane to see. Like, all right, if Superman really wanted to, right? It was like, I don't care about injustice. That Omni-Man fight was like, yep, if Superman really went to the dark side, this would be it right here, right then and there. You know?
Now let me ask y'all this.
So here's the thing though, right? Like you're talking about Superman going against like actual full strength Wonder Woman, whereas like War Woman, I don't think is on the same scale. Because here's the thing, like Wonder Woman's putting belt to ass on the entire Invincible universe, and I will die on that hill.
Oh my god, a lot of other comic characters would, but go ahead.
Yeah, I do, but I think the rest of the Justice League would put up a much better fight against their Superman because I think that they match his power much more than
if Superman wanted to turn up, dude. Like the way we see Superman, and I'm not even a Superman stan, but Superman is only using like a small percentage of his power every time.
I know.
If he wanted to turn up, he would do. Basically, he would be Homelander. Everybody just smushing their heads.
That's the thing, though. If let's be realistic, if Superman's going to like their base of operations and he's gonna try and take them out, chances are there's kryptonite somewhere on that in that base of operations.
Batman would be the only one smart enough to do that, though.
Yeah.
He's like,
but
let me just touch my utility belt.
Noah, just put it to you this way. Obviously, it all depends on the writers of these characters,
obviously.
Right? But there is one comic book issue that Darkseid is in his omnipotent state, right? Is his omnipotent state, and Superman breaks through him, and he's omnipotent Darkseid, dude. So I'm just saying, like Marcus, I'm with Marcus. I'm not even a stan of Superman either, but man, if he really wanted to turn up, he would. But speaking of fight scenes, Johnny did ask us from The Boys, what are our top 5 fights from The Boys?
All right, I could do this one. I'll say Homelander versus Huey, Butcher, and Soldier Boy in season 3 at Hero Gasm is one.
That was pretty good.
My favorite.
I would say Black Noir attacking the boys at Butcher's aunt's house. 2.
Okay.
I would say the battle with Soldier Boy, Black Noir, and them back in the 60s during the war.
That was awesome
for me. Yeah, that's 3 for me. Butcher when he has the 10V versus what's my man's name? That was basically what's his name from Boondock Saints. He had the 2 guns in the remember in the parking deck.
Oh yeah, I
he's
forgot.
In the parking garage.
Yes.
And then I would say, shit. I actually think the fight with the Deep and Black Noir 2 in the boys' hideout was good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, those are my top 5.
I would switch a couple. I could agree with that list. I loved when Queen Maeve fought Noir.
Oh
Starlight.
yeah,
That was
that's
good.
a good one.
That was good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a
because
good one.
she took the
forgot
almond
about
joy
that
and put it in his mouth.
Yeah,
and then she's
I
like,
forgot
what
about
the
that
fuck are you doing? And then she's like, he's allergic to nuts.
Nuts. I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think smarter, not harder, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have to go with the Queen Maeve fight with what was it, Stormfront? I like that one.
Oh, the girls.
Stormfront and
The
Starlight.
girls, yeah. When they all teamed up on,
Kimiko.
I thought it was good.
Kimiko,
Because it just kind of came out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. They kicked their ass.
I also like the 3-way
she was
fight.
holding it down.
I like the 3-way fight with Soldier Boy, Homelander, and Butcher.
Yeah.
That was good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then also had a bit of Maeve and Starlight as well, and also that's once again Starlight thinking smarter, not harder. It's like, well, can't pierce the skin, so go right for the ear canal with a pencil when she was fighting Homelander.
Yep.
Like, Queen Maeve was quite badass in this show. Like,
I love Queen Maeve.
I do wish we got
That's
more
my
of
favorite
her.
character.
Yeah.
100%.
She was quite dope. I do wish we got more of her because it did seem like she was much stronger as well than what we could have gotten. But she got a nice send off. She got a nice send off. We'll leave, that's fine.
I do have a question for y'all though.
Did you know you might get a big cash payout?
Oh,
whoa! Who's getting a payout? Whoa!
This is back on. I know, right? I'm like, who getting paid?
We are not sponsored, people. We are not sponsored. We're just a couple of nerds talking.
Do y'all think? And I know this is a touchy subject. This is jumping back to Invincible, though. Do you think next season we're going to get the big moment between spoiler alert. I'll just name the 2 characters. Do you think we're going to get Anissa and Mark situation? Are they going to animate that or no?
Ooh. I think we shouldn't be so excited to see it if they do.
I'm not excited for it, but it's such a important moment to the story.
It is. I don't know. That's a really good question, bro.
Yeah,
that's a really
I'm not excited
good
for it at all. Like even when I was
none of us
the other night, I was like, oh damn, that made me feel
it's pulling out the minute
type of way. Like
a lot of people, I see a lot of people bringing this up on like on the internet. They're bringing out a lot of internet goblins. Like, oh yeah. I was like, I don't know. Stop.
Wrong. I love Anissa though, but that moment in time, I was like, yeah, I don't feel right.
I don't know.
I hope it happens like Johnny's saying in the comics. I hope Johnny in the comments is saying that he hopes this happens off screen. Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah,
please God.
Because the PTSD of it all is pivotal to Mark's, art, the rest of the story.
Yeah, of course.
Forward. So yeah. I hope they don't animate it though, man, because that was rough.
I hope not.
Even reading it was rough. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of and what's funny that you're mentioning that there's a lot of so when we were talking about anime, is like back when we grew up on it, you had a lot of rough stuff, and then even now, even though they're still rough, there's sometimes that even them, they're like, all right, man, we gotta we gotta pivot, and it happens off screen or something like that, or a quick flashback or something, so I don't see an American animation doing that. If they do, they are ballsy, bro.
Yeah, like I can see them stopping. Bro. I could see them stopping when she pins them and then cutting, and then they talk about it later. But I don't see her going full fledged like ballistic on them like she did in the comic.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Melissa will tell you about it later because yeah, it's a touchy situation.
Yeah,
Olivia
very,
Benson.
very touchy.
It happens to men too. It happens to men too. So
yes. Hashtag me too, baby. All right. So guys, like, so speaking of which, like Noah said, that we had a lot of shows happen at the same time. You know, we had Daredevil. We also have Punisher coming back.
Yeah.
You know, it's tying into Spider-Man, the whole nine. So let's get into a little bit of Marvel before we run out of time here. So, man, what are you guys thinking? Because Spider-Man for us, for those of you that are just tuning in that didn't watch the Geekly Discussion in the past, is that me, Ian, and Marcus and Dave, we deep dived into Spider-Man a lot, right? That's one of our favorite characters in the comics.
Yep.
We deep dived into it, and now with Daredevil,
Hold on one second.
Next to Batman's Rogue Gallery, Spider-Man got the best villains.
Is he putting on the mask?
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Noah, Scott Walker did ask this, so
I do have a mask, but I'm not going to put that one on. That one's for stupid purposes.
Okay.
But I do have...
I love it.
We'll get into the Spider-Man talk.
Black suit.
Yeah.
So you already know theories.
Oh my gosh, I know. So Scott Walker did say, what are the similarities between the Joker, the Green Goblin, Spider-Man, and Batman? Well, I'll start off on this, and then everyone can piggyback off it for those of you guys that know about this. Scott Walker, so the creators of Spider-Man, they were very, very heavily influenced by Batman. And they used to have, when Spider-Man used to have no friends before he met the superheroes, before he became best friends with the Human Torch, he used to sit on top of a building and talk to a gargoyle. And the gargoyle he deemed Bruce, and it was a nod to Batman. So the whole thing of the similarities, there's a lot of similarities between like Green Goblin going crazy after the serum, then you have Joker going crazy in the vat of acid and whatnot. So there's a lot of similarities between those characters. And if you really want to get to brass tacks here, is that Batman and Spider-Man are the tragic heroes. Yeah. They're the ones that life is absolutely terrible for them, and they keep going on. And then even, in the comics, more so in the Batman animated series, one of my favorite in the Batman animated series is when he finally tells Alfred, I'm tired. He's like, Alfred, I'm really tired. And he's like, well, take a nap. He's like, not that type of tired.
Wasn't that the series finale too? Like when he's like, where he's sitting in a chair and he's like, he looks like he's crying. Isn't that the series finale?
Yeah. So, but obviously the animated movies continued on from the animated series. But yeah, man, it's just like Batman even questions himself: is he making a difference? Spider-Man asks that all the time, especially when things don't go their way and it's just tragic,
And out of any other comic book characters, both Marvel and Disney, Spider-Man and Batman were
DC
two. Yeah, sorry. Spider-Man.
I'm going to find some supervillains.
Spider-Man and Batman were the two that were the most selfless out of any other heroes. Like they were quick to want to sacrifice themselves for the greater good more so than any other hero. So yeah.
Absolutely. All right, boys. So let's get to it. So Punisher is in this movie. The Hulk is in this movie. They're going off that comic book, the Evolve or Die comic. Obviously, I wish we got Man Spider like the Spider-Man animated series, but we're not. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about it. So let's just roll into it. Let's go.
So the biggest thing is, I think everybody's trying to figure out who Sadie Sink is.
Yep.
Who do y'all think Sadie Sink is?
Oh, we have a new thing here on StreamYard. So go ahead, guys, get your thing going. I'm gonna put it up. Go for it.
I'll go. I'll jump in. So I said it earlier, and this is just off the wall comment, but people are thinking that it's Jean Grey, with introducing the X-Men, but I'm saying, because of the multiverse and they set up the whole multiverse aspect, wouldn't it be cool if she was Madeline Pryor instead of Jean? And even though that's jumping ship and going ahead of, introducing Jean and everything, I think it would just be cool if it was Madeline is one of my favorite characters in X-Men universe and comics. Yeah. Like the Goblin Queen was like one of my favorite villains, and even when she was good, I loved her then, and she just had the sass and the artists and the writers and stuff. They always made her story great. Mr. Sinister is my favorite villain of X-Men, so I want him to finally be in live action. So my fingers crossed that it will be Madeline, because then that'll bring in Sinister into the MCU when the X-Men movies come out. So that's what I'm hoping for.
I like that.
Madeline. Yeah,
I like that.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're gonna start a poll. All right.
Start a poll.
In the comments, tell us. Go ahead and comment, guys. In the comments, go ahead and tell us who you think.
Parker
So some theories are Madeline Pryor.
No, Mayday Parker.
Mayday Parker.
Yeah.
So do you think it's Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey, Mayday Parker, or MJ? Go ahead and put the number corresponding in the comments for us. Who do you think Sadie Sink is playing in the new Spider-Man movie?
They're bringing in the Hulk, the X-Men, and let's be honest here, the Defenders, and then that's definitely the Hand, and then also the mutants in one Spider-Man movie. Like, that's a lot, right? Like, there's got to be a character that's more so connected to the Defenders and the Hand than like because we're thinking mutants, right? And like that is definitely fair, but like there's got to be a character that is more so connected to the Hand and in the shit that they do. Like, I don't know much about the Hand. I will say, I know for a fact that is the Hand, but I don't know much about them as far as like everything that goes on with them. But like, I feel like there's got to be some, because they're gonna definitely be going after that armored vehicle while Spider-Man and the Punisher's there as well.
Correct.
I don't know, man. I think introducing Marvels or mutants in like a Sony-led movie as well. I don't know. I don't think it's any of these people, though. I honestly don't think it's any of these people.
I see where he's coming from. I see where he's coming from.
All right, let me expand. There you go, Ian. Go ahead.
So, I'm not sold. Like I said, I'm not sold on the whole Jean Grey thing. These are like my three, and then one's like a complete curveball. I think it could be Firestar.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think I've
because they're bringing it back to the old school days with like Spider-Man and Friends, and you know what I mean. Like, she was a part of like the whole vibe.
Yeah.
She had a little tie-in with the Defenders a little bit, so that could be it. And then Marcus, you had said something too. You said that was like her, like behind, like opening up like this. You know what I'm saying? So, what if it was an X-Men? But let me ask you this: in every X-Men story, what mutant has it always started with?
What, like the X-Men 90s cartoon?
The 90s cartoon.
It always opened with Storm first.
Well, not open, but who is the person that they were always trying to recruit? That was the story. Who is that?
What was her name?
Well, Jubilee, they always try to recruit in the series. But are you talking about in the movie?
I'm talking about like the movie, old school movie.
Oh, the movie.
No, old school movie.
From the 90s?
I think it's Rogue.
Yeah.
You really think it's Rogue?
I mean, think about it. Rogue's redhead, same color hair. That would be a curveball, complete curveball.
We know Rogue has brownish black hair with a white streak through it.
Which
it depends on the artist, though. It depends on
the artist. And I thought she didn't get the streak until later.
Sometimes her hair. Well, she
and also
when
too,
Captain Marvel took a part.
Right, and then you got Captain Marvel in the mix, which would kind of make sense. So that's kind of that. That's one curveball. The second curveball, I don't think she might not have any powers, and it could be a full circle moment. What if Sadie Sink is Tony Stark's daughter?
Oh man,
what color hair?
Good one, man.
What color hair does Pepper have?
Red, but the little girl's hair was like brownish red. Yeah.
Full circle moment. That'll be a curveball, though.
Yeah, that is a full circle. Yeah, it's a full circle moment, but I think with the editing on the trailer, I think it's not going to be her with the powers. I think something's possessing her.
Yeah.
I think since they introduced Mephisto and Ironheart, this is a perfect way to segue Mephisto into here, especially that Mephisto and Spider-Man have history. You know what I mean?
You're not talking about.
And on top of that,
the One More Day storyline, are you? Because that's like.
I mean, they could, right? They could, but what I'm saying is that Mephisto being, he's an omnipotent being, man. He could show up for Toby. He could show up for any of those guys, right? So, I mean, what a great introduction to have them in here possessing the people, especially in the one scene in the trailer that you see the power jumping from people to people. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think that's a good way, a good segue to get into it. I also
what if it's unrelated, right?
Right.
Whoever's in the armored vehicle is not Sadie Sink. Like
Correct.
that should I think that that's what they want you to believe, that Sadie Sink is in there. I think she's unrelated. And I think, honestly, because it was rumored that this character would make an appearance, that Sadie Sink might be their Screwball character.
That was my other one. I like Screwball.
Like, I wouldn't hate it. I mean, like Screwball is fun. Like, she's not like she's not really like the first character that comes to mind as a character to put in a Spider-Man movie. But I think there's more relevancy in the digital age to have
with the social media and all that. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, I think we're getting a red herring in. I think we're getting a red.
Yeah, right. Literally.
So here's one thing that, because Noah kind of brought it up earlier about talking about the hand, and he didn't know much about it. I can't remember where they left things off in the Defenders with the hand. Is Nobu still alive, or did they kill
Nobu?
Did they kill Nobu? Oh, he did die? Okay, so Nobu did.
He died in season 2 of Daredevil.
Yeah, that's right. I thought he came back for some reason though.
They fought.
Well, let me ask you this.
Elektra.
Let me ask you this.
Elektra, because we don't know what happened to Elektra after the rubble came down.
Listen, if Daredevil lived with no super powers, I think Elektra's probably fine under that rubble.
I'm wondering though, how No Way Home, they erased Toby and Garfield out the shot.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that shot of Peter going towards the hand, if Daredevil was in that shot, because obviously
that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, I think Peter. The only reason I could see him being in prison and the hand being involved is Peter is breaking Matt out of prison.
That was exactly my theory. As soon as I saw the trailer, it's like, oh, he's going to get Daredevil. That's 100% the hand. It's like, I don't know much, but I know that's the hand, and I know he's tied to two people specifically: Iron Fist and Daredevil.
Now I'm trying to also figure out if I was trying to go through my comics, and I'm gonna go look online later. Did Tombstone ever have any dealings with the hand? Because remember, we still got Tombstone. We still got Tombstone in this movie, and they still haven't showed.
Well.
Tombstone
they're also bringing back. What's her breath?
Scorpion.
Luke Cage's girlfriend,
Jessica.
MJ?
Yes, Jessica.
His wife.
Jessica Jones. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, dude, she's coming back as well. So I'm wondering, and I hope, honestly, it doesn't get to the point that we get a Spider-Man 3 situation when too much is going on in this movie. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I really don't, because you have the hand, again, I know, Punisher's in it. I know, Bruce Banner's in it. But yeah, and it's just a lot going on, and I don't want it to overshadow, right? I don't want to overshadow this metamorphosis that Peter's actually going through, because, it's going to get very similar to Toby. He's going to get the organic webs, right? He's going to get a bunch of new powers if they stick to source material, right? Because we already got a couple of cool shots that is very reminiscent of the comics, man. Right? Already, like him swinging and holding the guy. Yeah, the whole nine, man. So I'm hoping, man, they don't do too much, that it just derails Peter's story. I really don't.
I just hope Tombstone isn't a throwaway character, man. You know what
Yeah.
Marvel is known for doing with their villains, and Tombstone is such a
Dude, they
great
did
character.
that with They did that with Crossbones.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god,
They
so
killed him
good.
real quick.
Yep.
I think Tombstone needs to be
You know-
employing Scorpion. Honestly, I think that Tombstone should be employing people to go after Spider-Man.
Oh, I
But think
forgot that Scorpion is supposed to be in this.
Yeah,
Yes,
you got
Scorpion is
Scorpion.
also in it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you got
gosh,
Scorpion,
dude,
you
it's
got
a lot.
Tarantula, and you got
Boomerang.
But I
Yeah.
think that Boomerang and Tarantula are gonna be like a quick one-off,
Yeah.
like right in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see some stuff that like the Void stuff happening during the events, or at least I would like to see it. That there's gonna they're gonna show Spider-Man saving people while fucking what the hell's his name? While his name is Void, right? When he's Dark from Thunderbolts. Why am I blanking on his name?
Yeah.
Adam.
Yep. You talk about Sentries. Yeah, Sentries the Void. Yep.
Sentry, yeah. When he does his alter ego, I want to see them. I want to see Spider-Man interacting with Punisher and saving people while this Black Mist is shadow banning people. I think that'd be really cool to have it right in the intro too, because it's just gonna truly show you who Spider-Man is and the representation of the hit. Like he's just a hero now.
Yeah.
But I would really love to see. I would really love to see Spider-Man in prison breaking out Daredevil, and as they're leaving, you get a shot of them seeing. Like I know he left and he's free, but like just to see Kingpin, like I wish they threw him in prison in the end of the season because to see them all like on in a shot together, that would be so awesome.
Well, I would love that, but we'll never get D'Onofrio in the movie. They already talked about that. Like it's some with Sony and Marvel still that we can't have D'Onofrio in the movie.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So Melissa, since you've been quiet over there, do you think it would be too much to have all these characters going into a movie like this?
Honestly, it could go either way. Disney, or is Disney doing this? Because I know Spider-Man wasn't part of it, and then
Disney, Sony.
It's like a split.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a little more hope than just Disney, but like, yeah, how many hours is this going to be? Is this a 3-hour movie? Because like at this point,
no, it's not.
You know what I mean? Like at this point, all these characters, like, how are you fitting them into such a small, tight span, right?
That is my concern.
Yeah,
are they just looking at things that like we never get answers to, and they're setting it up for another movie after this? Like,
I think they are.
So I have confidence in the director, because the director, he's a damn good director and writer. So I mean, he did Wonder Man. So I have confidence in him with this one. But I'm with you. Like, if anything, I could see them handling all these characters like No Way Home did. Everybody got their, few moments of shine. So I'm hoping that it'll be that. But then again, this is Disney. This is Sony, and they could easily mess it up.
So, absolutely.
Yeah.
And to Melissa's point, Melissa, I think you're right though. Like, I think they probably would just do a lot of cameos, right? And that's gonna suck even more because here you have this build up of Punisher, right? And then you just have that one scene with Punisher, right? Or have that one scene with Bruce Banner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's a build up to, like Battle World and also Doomsday and all this other jazz. I get it. But you made a great point. Like, how are we gonna fit all these characters in? Let me check out the runtime. Let me see.
I'm thinking that the prison break sequence, that's the end. I think that's going to take place at the end.
Yeah,
we're going to get him in the prison. He's breaking out Daredevil, and then there's going to be maybe a few minutes after that. Maybe the sequence where they cut out characters of Spider-Man when he's fighting like people on the rooftop. That might be at the very, very end, or that's a scene that takes place with other characters that we can't think of, because I don't think the Hulk's gonna be there beating on ninjas. I think that seems a little unrealistic. I don't know how much of the Hulk we're gonna get, if we're gonna get the Hulk in this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
I think it's gonna be like
Hulk is going to be in it, or is just Banner?
No, just Banner right now. Just Banner right now is confirmed.
He's wearing a regulator because Savage Hulk is within him again, and some people were theorizing that he's gonna take it off and give it to Peter because he's gonna have to, and then he's gonna rage out and almost kill Peter. But I don't see that happening. But I also don't. I also don't do the thing where Hulk remembers Peter if they bring Hulk in.
That's what I think is gonna happen, dude.
They've had no connection in this universe at all. There's been no interaction between Spider-Man or Peter Parker. Well,
They have.
at the funeral, right? But I mean, like,
No,
No, not even at the
the
funeral.
last battle. The last battle.
Yeah, the last battle in the Avengers.
yeah, but that's not
Yeah.
even like, hey, how's it going? I'm Peter Parker. Nice
Oh,
to meet
yeah,
you. Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that-
even in the
Spider-Man.
Avengers, they all know each other and stuff like that, and he was rostered as that. But Melissa, good guess, by the way. Runtime prediction, boys, 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
damn.
That's the longest one, ain't it? Because Endgame, No Way Home was over 2 hours. Yeah, so this
Let me
one
see.
might
No
be
Way
the longest
Home's runtime was it was the same, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
one. Wow. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now you know
Yeah,
what would be
so, I mean,
really cool.
potentially.
I'll
Hold on
I'll
one
say
second,
this.
fellas.
What would be really cool is if Banner,
Don't say what I think you're gonna say.
if Banner if Banner recognized Peter, because everybody forgot that Spider-Man was Peter. But it would be cool if he was like, "No, I wasn't on Earth. So when that spell happened, I still know you're Spider-Man." That would be dope.
Well, then Thor would know who he is too. That's
Exactly.
silly.
Yeah.
And then
But
that's
it's
why
magic.
I think it's only
I mean,
affected
it's
the people in
magic,
the.
though.
I mean, like I
No, it
said, it
didn't.
could, you know.
Mm-mm. It was a multiverse thing, remember? Because then we saw all the multiverse characters trying to crack in to their world. So that spell was multiversal
Does
to
that mean
make
that
people
affected
forget.
the other Peters too?
Thank you. That's what I was about to say, man. I can see that being a build-up for another Spider-Man movie that all three of them are back together. Right? Or they tie it in somehow to Edge what is it? Edge of the Universe? Spider-Man Edge of the Universe?
Yeah.
Oh, Beyond
The
the
last one?
Spider-Verse?
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, yeah.
Yeah, Beyond the Spider-Verse. Dude, I can see that affecting everybody. That'd be
So
insane.
I had a
Yes.
realization about something about No Way Home that I wanted to bring up real quick. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 takes place in 2014.
Yes.
And Spider-Man No Way Home takes place in 2024. So we are to
Yes.
assume in their respective universes, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire's universe, that they also passed about 10 years' time. That means that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man never met MJ and has been alone this entire time.
Yep.
So for 10
He said it.
years, we've got Spider-Man having to figure out how not to lose himself without
Well, he did.
anybody.
He said it.
He did.
Well, but he did.
He
But
did
he
it.
brought him. But we have to
Yeah.
assume that he also brought himself back from.
No,
that
he
too.
did.
Yeah.
And
That's what he said.
He
Yep.
has been alone for 10 years. Like, I just thought about that. I brought that up to my partner, and we both just looked at each other. I was like, "That's the saddest shit I've ever thought of." And that ruined my morning.
You know
But
what's
this
messed
is why
up,
my
though?
argument though, because I saw it in the comments too. Who said it? I'm going to rebuttal real quick on this. I'm wondering who said it. Let's see. They said that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was like still the GOAT, and I totally
gotta
disagree
with that one.
I totally disagree because
Yeah.
everyone, like every reaction video I've ever seen with Gwen's death and everything else, everyone's crying and everyone said it. They're like, "What kind of shit is this? What kind of superhero movie is this?" And it's just like, this is Spider-Man for real. Like, if you
This is a
read the
real
comics,
yeah, this is like Spider-Man.
he's tragic, dude. And they gave the nod. With Toby to Andrew that his MJ can still be out there.
Yep.
So that is a perfect setup for that to happen. You know what I mean?
And
So
so with
I love that.
the other thing too is Garfield actually filmed scenes with Shailene.
Oh, yeah.
Shailene Woodley. She was supposed to be his MJ, and she was his neighbor. So that that house that was next door to his, that was MJ's house, and they shot scenes together.
Absolutely.
But it got X'd out of the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, so
but
he has never met MJ.
Well, no.
That's
Like
crazy,
they grew up together. They grew up together. It was written in the story that they grew up together. They just never hooked up in Garfield's
Right.
universe.
Yeah.
They never hooked up in Garfield's universe. But they were like friends, growing up and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but also remember, Spider-Man's first love interest was not MJ, and it wasn't Gwen. It was Betty Brant.
Yep.
So you know what I mean? So we could still get a Betty, like him and Betty trying to get things out and then introduce MJ, the whole nine, man.
Well, no. We can't get Betty in Holland's universe because Betty is already in.
No, we're specifically talking about Andrews.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, good. I'm like, hold on, we already got Betty in.
Yeah. So let me ask you guys this: do you think? And then we'll change topics real quick. But do you think that we are going to get Ned as the Hobgoblin, like in the comics?
Not in Holland's universe, no.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think they're gonna.
I think it's a
that.
perfect setup.
I do think they're building to it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because they said both of them. They said when Ned was talking to Toby, my best friend died, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when he did the whole awkward, like, hey man, I love you, and all this other jazz, right? So, and then him and MJ's relationship looks like it's flourishing in this one. And I can see him blaming Peter for splitting them up if they end up getting back together.
Well,
MJ has a boyfriend. That's not.
MJ got a boyfriend in this one.
I thought it was Ned, though. I thought they were hinting at that it was Ned.
No, it was another dude.
It's the dude that plays Ezra and Ahsoka.
Yeah. Don't forget the cape, though. Don't forget the cape scene. That was a huge.
With Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I say,
the
reason why I say I don't think they're going to do it because they asked the actor that, and he says he wants to play the Hobgoblin, but he was like, even though he said it jokingly, I think it's the truth. He was like, "Oh, I'm too much of a big boy, and I doubt that I could lose that weight for them to create a suit for me. So I doubt that they'll do it." Those were his words.
I would love it, dude. I would love Fat Hobgoblin, dude. That'd be hilarious.
I love the
just
Hobgoblin.
because of
Hobgoblin
how
is one of my favorite
just
characters.
how Disney was, man. I would love Fat Hobgoblin.
It would
That'd
be
be
a tad
incredible.
difficult because doesn't he get his shit from Green Goblin? Like he just stumbles upon his gear and just takes it.
Copycat,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh yeah, well, so that's why I also think that MJ is going to remember Peter in some way, like because she has those memories still of her interactions with Spider-Man and all that other shit. She just doesn't have a face attached to them, right? Like, unless we get specific answers that the spell is like, oh no, her memories were completely rewritten to where that never happened. She has those interactions with Spider-Man. She's also very intelligent. I feel like she's probably gonna figure it out, not in a way where she's like, oh yeah, I remember it happening. Like I would remember you being there and us being there, but I remember these things happening and you being there makes sense, and that's kind of how it's connected. Like she knows that it's him.
He's on to something. I tell you what is going to happen. I bet you it's not even going to be
She's wearing the necklace.
It's going to be the necklace. It's going to be the necklace.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's going to be that Black Dahlia necklace. That's going to do it.
Yeah. All right, so theories, boys. Before we hop into Star Wars, because Star Wars did come out this week. Now there are rumors of multiple movies happening with Spider-Man, right? Yeah. So we do have rumors that in Doomsday we're gonna see Tobey Maguire again. We're gonna see a bunch of, obviously we see the X-Men 97 characters and all this other jazz. Do you think that not just X-Men, but do you think that this movie will lead into Doomsday, or there is a rumor of a new Deadpool when it comes to Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Deadpool together, right? Some say that it's going to happen in Doomsday and it's not going to be Holland. It's actually going to be Toby, and then Hugh, and then Ryan Reynolds. Or do you think a totally different Deadpool movie and they have either Holland or Garfield? What do you think?
I was thinking that this leads us into Secret Wars, and we're not going to see Spider-Man for a bit again.
Okay.
I think he's getting transported to Battle World at the end of this, potentially.
What do you think?
All right. Melissa, what do you got? What do you think?
The only thing I really had was I remember hearing something about there is going to be something with Deadpool and Wolverine, but they're going to get like killed in like the first 5 seconds of something, but I can't remember what it was, right?
Incursions.
An incursion?
Yeah.
Okay. So
the X-Men.
If that happens, like we're not going to get another Deadpool Wolverine movie, at least not substantial one. As far as like Spider-Man going with the X-Men, it could be a good like pivot point, especially if they're going to be doing other movies, kind of like how they had them with Doctor Strange, right? Maybe that's how it's going to rebuild the X-Men franchise. But as far as like what?
Nah,
He did the X-Men 97 thing. Yeah. I think I would. Would you guys? Would all of you be averse to an X-Men actually literally showing up in this movie?
No, because of growing up on the '90s cartoon and stuff.
Yeah.
They interacted all the time. Spidey and the X-Men, like hell, Spidey showed up fighting at the mansion.
Well, he showed up in X-Men 97. They showed all the superheroes and they showed Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, and
but I mean, like,
you guys think the original '90s comics,
yeah,
the original '90s cartoons, they interacted too.
Yeah, that's why I was talking
about.
They had
a video game. They had a video game. It was X-Men and Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm wondering, do you think it would be too much though?
The glue for every single other he was with the X-Men, he was with the Fantastic Four, he was with the Avengers, like he was with the Defenders. He was there with everybody because Spider-Man was he's your hero. He's like your main hero. Like honestly, say what you will, Captain America's first, whatever. Spider-Man's your main hero of Marvel. Like that's your your bread, like that's your glue.
Bread and butter. 100%.
Spider-Man to Marvel.
He is
Spider-Man to Marvel.
Yeah, he is Marvel.
Spider-Man to Marvel is Batman to DC. You know what I mean? And Batman also took on everyone else's villains as well. You know what I mean? So it's a good comparison.
They're two sides of the same coin, right? Like because Spider-Man is the exact opposite.
Minus the money. One is broke and one is filthy rich.
Yeah, one's filthy rich, one's broke.
Yeah. And one's more outwardly depressed, and it's the filthy rich one, which is really sad.
Right.
Yeah. And one
so Ian, what you got?
Where Batman.
So wait, what was the question again? It was like if there are other projects.
So what do you think? What do you think this movie's leading into, basically?
I think it's gonna lead into Spider-Man. The next, like I said, it's probably gonna lead into Secret Wars, but I think we're gonna get another Spider-Man movie. I think we're gonna get it with the Fantastic Four, and I think that's where we're gonna get the symbiote because that was in the comics.
Okay,
I think it.
Yeah, I would like to keep it for Secret War. Yeah, I would love it to keep it Secret War like the comic.
Yeah.
But isn't there a symbiote in the main universe now because of
No, they retconned that real quick. No, they retconned it. Remember?
Oh, they retconned it.
Oh yeah, because Chiwetel Ejiofor came and picked it up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they retconned it in Venom 3, which was stupid.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I forgot all about that. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, something's got to keep Spider-Man occupied for Avengers Doomsday because he's not supposed to be in it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna hinge
allegedly
symbiote.
Wait, didn't they reveal his name on the chair reveal?
No.
Tom Holland's name wasn't there? I thought it was.
No. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want Black Suit Spidey, but I really would love an offshoot movie with Garfield having the black suit, where he talked about how he stopped pulling his punches. Yeah. I think that would be a perfect movie of him having a symbiote, and we see
especially that he goes, "I want to fight an alien."
Yeah,
remember he's like, "You guys got that?" He's like, "I want to fight an alien, dude." He goes, "You guys fought aliens?"
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I think that'd be great to segue. But dude, what a missed opportunity between Tom Hardy and Tom Holland. The fact that Venom licked that screen like how he did, like comic wise.
God,
the second movie wasn't fantastic. A PG-13 Carnage is such a fucking letdown.
I know.
But
I know.
But
and Woody Harrelson was so good as Carnage, bro, and Cletus Cassidy.
I know, I mean, granted,
I didn't like him.
I can't remember his name, but I first would have cast the guy who played Rorschach.
Yeah.
As Carnage, I think that probably would have been a better opportunity. But maybe we'll get a better opportunity later on down the line.
You know who would be a great Carnage for Tom Holland? You know who would be a great Carnage? Cameron Monaghan. He played,
I can see that.
Played Joker in Gotham.
Yep,
I got one better.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. And he's on the younger side.
Yeah.
So
Skarsgård. I would like to see Skarsgård.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Gosh. Actually, I think he would be a better
Joker or not Joker?
No,
Goblin.
Nah, I wasn't gonna say Goblin. I was gonna say Octavius.
Hydro Man.
Everybody, Hydra Man.
Octavius.
It's so silly,
Doc
dude.
Ock. He would be a good Doc Ock.
No, I think he'd be
I'm tired of
wasted,
Doc Ock,
dude.
but he would be a good Doc Ock.
No, I think he'd be wasted as a Doc Ock, dude. I think so.
Honestly,
Oh,
I think
man.
he'd be a decent Harry.
Yeah, nah, too tall.
Yeah. But you know what though?
But, for it. But
do
if
you
anything,
think? Do you
no, I
think?
think him as Carnage is probably a really good opportunity.
Now, do you think, really quick, like I said, so we can segue into Star Wars and wrap, but do you think, this last question on Spidey, do you really think Spider-Man Noir is going to tie into something of this, basically beyond the Spider-Verse, or, you know,
I would say
maybe
beyond the
a
Spider-Verse.
true Madam Web, you know, adaptation?
Yeah, like
I would say beyond the Spider-Verse, if anything. Yeah.
Okay. Melissa, what do you got? You were on
Well,
it. Melissa, what do you got?
well, no, for me, like, because how you guys were saying who Sadie Sink was, I heard like one of the rumors was that it might be Gwen, like Stacy or Gwen Stacy.
Which could be, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So like if they tie it all in like that, I think that would be pretty cool. Like,
holy shit.
Yes.
What?
No,
if she
like
was-
what she said. No,
she was Spider-Gwen.
because
if she was Spider-Gwen, that would be interesting.
well, no, not even Spider-Gwen, but this could be his Gwen Stacy. If MJ doesn't work out, that could be his Gwen Stacy.
It's Gwen Stacy, because I mean, he did meet
Holy
Gwen Stacy in
shit,
Empire
Melissa.
State. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You know, in college.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Melissa! I never even thought of that angle. That is incredible.
Oh, does that mean we'll get Eddie too?
Oh, dude, I hope.
Who,
That means
who
we'll
would
get
you be
the
your
Jackal.
ideal? Who
We'll
would
get the
be your
Jackal.
ideal Eddie? Oh, the Jackal would be great. Yeah. the
Yeah.
Jackal
Oh,
would be great.
who would be an ideal Eddie? Oh man, it
Yeah.
has to be someone with really good talent of acting, but also jacked.
Oh,
Alan
it's
Rich-
easy. It's
Alan
Alan
Rich-
Richmond.
Alan Rich.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alan
I was
Richardson.
just thinking the same thing, dude. Oh my God,
Alan
dude, that would be
Richardson.
amazing.
Yeah.
And he
He'd be the
towers
perfect
over
Eddie.
Tom
40 though?
Holland too, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's 40 though. I think that he doesn't look 40, but he definitely doesn't look the right age, I will say.
But no, you got to think. Peter's a grown ass man now, so it's
Yeah,
like,
but-
Yeah.
He's like in his early
He's a grown
20s.
ass man.
No, but you got to remember, if I'm not mistaken, I could be totally wrong, guys, because you know I haven't read comics in God knows how long.
Eddie was
Eddie
always
is
older
older
than
than Peter.
Yeah, Eddie was
Yeah,
always
and
older
Eddie
than
was
Peter.
an ex bodybuilder.
Yeah, Eddie was
Yeah.
always much older than Peter originally.
Yeah, but I don't think it was
Oh,
a
man, that'd be
huge age
awesome.
gap, right?
I don't know. Look it up, no.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
become the same age until Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm just
Or you-
curious
or
to
you
see
get
how they're
John
gonna make
Cena.
money.
He was in his late 20s to early 30s. There's no like official age.
Yeah, and then Peter was in his
Early 20s, like early
18 to
20s,
20s, yeah.
18, yeah.
Early 20s, dude. Yeah, so that'd be
I just
great,
want them to
dude,
bring
have
Miles
that.
in for Secret Wars, man. I'm ready for
That's
Miles.
what
and
I'm
Tom
that's what I'm
Holland and
also
stuff.
worried about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm also worried about. I'm also worried about that they're going to give Peter all these new powers, and it's
Yep.
going to be Miles's powers. I do not want that.
Yeah,
I do not want that.
Yeah.
I hope not. I'm just ready for Miles. Like, who would y'all pick for Miles? I'll pick that
Ooh,
kid from Cobra
Fancast.
Kai.
Fancast.
I pick
Oh.
what's the name that played Kenny from Cobra Kai?
Hey,
Yes,
agree.
I like him.
100%. 100% agree. Kenny was
I like him.
amazing.
Yeah.
Kenny was freaking amazing. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
That's the only person I can think of, really, unless they
I
get
don't
some,
have a
like,
fan cast, but I think what's his name? The guy, Lukas or whatever from Stranger Things. A lot of people seen him doing a lot of the same.
Okay.
training
Yeah.
involved
Like,
in that.
Sure.
I don't think that he can. Whether or not he can do it, I do not know. I mean, it looks like he's getting the training down pretty good, and he's not a terrible actor. I think that was Stranger Things 5 is that's. Its
I'll
own-
be one of those people. I'll be one of those people that get hung up on, like being authentic. You know how like people say, oh, they should be the character is white and this and that. I will say this for Miles, as someone who is half black, half Latino, Miles needs to
Yes.
be more on the fair.
and that's exactly why I don't have a fan cast.
Yeah.
No, but you know what? I'm gonna do a shameless suggestion. So my buddy, Isaac, my buddy Isaac. I've been telling him for years when we were younger. We were part of the same stunt crew. Isaac is half Latin, half black, and he is funny as hell in person all the time.
Nice.
I would love to see my buddy be Miles Morales, even though he's older. I don't care. He doesn't look older, but like he's the perfect Miles Morales. If you guys met him and just hung out with him, you'd be like, dog, what are you doing? You need to audition for it. Like Isaac is perfect for Miles Morales. But
And I
anyway,
would want Donald Glover to come back as the Prowler too.
Yes,
Since
agreed.
we
You know
saw
what?
him in a suit. We saw him in
you
a
know
suit.
what?
good.
I'm gonna be. You listen. I'm gonna be that guy. I say come full circle and give Donald Glover his moment.
Yeah.
Give it
Yeah.
to him. Give
Yeah.
him Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Give him Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Right? Because like we're doing all these different alternate universes, right? He can be Miles in Tom Holland's thing. You know what I mean? I say give it
Yeah.
to him. An older
hell,
Miles
even if
Morales.
you do a multiverse thing and he's full aged Miles, like he's aged up Miles
That's what I'm
Morales, and
saying.
Peter's been dead for a while, or
But he can't,
retired.
though.
or something like that.
Absolutely.
He can't since he was already in Holland's movie as Miles'
It
uncle.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
matter.
mean, the
Like I said,
multiverse is
it
we're
could be a
getting Robert
multiverse
Downey
thing.
Jr. as Doom.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Josh
You're right.
Brolin as Cable and Thanos.
No, but that's
That,
different though.
exactly.
That's different though. Donald
Is
Glover
it though?
It was only referenced in Deadpool.
Yeah.
I know Deadpool's like, calm down, Thanos. Right? I'm just saying. Right. But anyway, segueing into Star Wars for a little bit because it did come out this week. Before we wrap,
do we have to? Do we have to?
yes, because you know how much I love to. You know how much I
I
love
got him
to
tattooed on my
take a
arm,
deuce.
man. and I'm
You know I like to
disappointed.
take a deuce on Disney Star Wars. So a lot of
Oh
Star
my
Wars news has
God.
come out. You know, now Dave Filoni is supposed to be the head of Star Wars
Yep.
instead of Kathleen Kennedy, thank God.
Or
But
over Lucasfilm.
the
He's
reviews,
over Lucasfilm, yeah.
yeah, and so now the reviews are in for Grogu and Mando. There's a lot of split on this audience. It's a lot of split. Some people are saying finally deviating away from Disney Star Wars, but not good enough. You know, it's basically a side quest. If you didn't watch Mando, it doesn't do to the main story, none of that. And I'm tired of these side quests, like episodes and movies and whatnot. So what do you guys think? Have any of you seen it, or what do you guys think from what you're just hearing?
Saw it today, and it was a 2-hour filler episode that easily could have just been season 4.
I know.
It did not progress the story further. It was cool. Again, it was a side mission, decent side mission. What's his name from Shameless and the Bear did a cool voiceover as Roto the Hutt, Jabba's son. I like Roto in the movie, but again, like this one-off story did not progress the arc
Anything.
further. It didn't do anything for where we left off with season 3. So I was like, what
Damn
was
it.
the point of this? Easily just could have been 1 or 2 episodes in season 4.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Melissa, since you've been quiet over there, what do you think?
With the Star Wars, well, I haven't seen the last season of The Mandalorian, but I still don't like, because of the way people are saying how Marcus was saying it was like filler. I'm like, is this one of those things that they just brought Goku back just to try to like get a cash grab for people?
Yeah.
Simply because like we haven't seen him since towards the end of the third season of The Mandalorian.
End of the third, yep.
Yeah, like they could have went with so many other things. They could have just put it on TV, then and have it in the box office. Like, why did it need to be in the box office?
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of those shows, like they're trying to make them into movies, but they don't need to be in the movie theater. Like, did it have like something about the special effects that we needed to watch it on a big screen?
Let me tell you,
because you got
IMAX in 3D. It was beautiful. That was about it.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say this: the finale of season 2, when they brought Luke Skywalker in, would have been
the best thing ever
on the big screen than
Yeah.
this movie. That episode was way better than this entire movie.
And
Yeah.
the scene looked fantastic because were doing their new thing, but that scene was fucking like seeing Moff Gideon get terrified of because he's their folklore legend. He's the Jedi that took out He walked into a room with Darth Vader and Palpatine and was the only one that walked out alive. He is a nightmare that they tell their children. So to see him in person and see that reaction, also you really couldn't have gotten a better actor to do that as well. Yeah, it was so like that would have been cool to see on the big screen. And I think that was the last thing I watched other than the Book of Boba Fett. Honestly, I've so given up.
Oh god.
Yeah, like I've so given up on Star Wars.
Boba Fett.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with giving villains redemption arcs, but I would have
Godfather in space. Ugh.
I don't know.
Ugh. Terrible.
Yeah, this movie.
Ian, what do you got?
Huge Star Wars fan, man. This movie was a big.
So I didn't, like I said, I didn't get to see the movie yet, but listening to Marcus, I could see why that Disney is doing a letdown. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, I could see like they might be setting up something big. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
maybe
it's kind of like a hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always say, it's like not every Marvel movie is a banger, but every Marvel movie does lead into a story. Does it make sense? So it could be playing devil's advocate. You know what I mean? So 80% I'm on the fence, but 20% says there's a little bit of hope left to kind of tie some of this in.
Stop it.
What this movie should have done, like Ian, you onto something. What this movie should have done was open the door and led how we went from a crumbled empire to the First Order. Correct. That's what this movie should have done, and they didn't do that. And then, like I said before the broadcast, I said, how are you going to introduce two of the most badass characters in animation for Star Wars, and Zeb and Embo, the bounty hunter, just to waste them in this movie? Like, they look great in live action too. They look freaking great, but they were wasted.
How are you gonna use Scar and Obi-Wan and not do anything and all this other? You know what I mean? Like, they introduced him in the comic for Obi-Wan, didn't do it in the show. They put him in Book of Boba Fett, didn't do anything. He actually literally got the scar from Obi-Wan Kenobi in the comics.
Oh, you talking about Black Presenter? Yeah.
And so, but here's the deal, Melissa, you're absolutely correct, because I've seen a bunch of other reviewers and a bunch of other stuff that, dude, was it Bath and Body Works has a bunch of Grogu soaps and all this other jazz.
Merchandise.
It's just merchandise, man. And I think right now the state of Star Wars, which I absolutely, me guys, I hate that they butchered a franchise that I absolutely love. The fact that they're having DC's problem right now is ridiculous. They're having horrible movies and horrible shows, but the animated shows are fantastic. Like, why are we pulling a DC? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, stop with this stuff, because you are shooting yourself in the foot. DC dug themselves into a hole. Yeah, they dug themselves into the hole that they can't get out. Once you mention DC, everyone's like, oh, animated movies. Great. Right? And then when you mention Marvel, they're like, oh, they have great shows. They have great this. You know what I mean? And Marvel's going to get there too as well if they don't get their shit together. And so Darth Maul's show, I didn't watch the entirety of it. I saw the highlights, but my God, it was amazing.
It was great. Yeah, it was great.
Dude, I saw the last episode because, again, social media can't keep anything under wraps, right? Dude, I saw the last episode, and when Vader comes in versus Maul, that was absolutely beautiful. Incredible.
He didn't say a word the entire fight, and his presence was
one-handed, bro. One-handed against Darth Maul, bro.
Man, let me
insane.
I just I have faith in Filoni because he does get Star Wars, but I don't know why is he so stuck in this era, this Skywalker saga era.
Yes. Get in the saga. Something.
Yeah, like I wish
it's clean. It's all filler.
He's slowly introducing things from, and he started it with Mando season 1, where he started introducing things of the old Republic era.
Well, John Favreau did that.
It was Filoni too. Well, Filoni okayed it. With Tython, with Corellia, and all of that. So I'm like, you're introducing planets from Knights of the Old Republic and stuff. You're talking about the Old Republic era. Bring that shit in. Revan, Bastila, Satil,
Yeah.
Malik. Like, dude, you got some great stories to tell. Go to that era, or give us what we want with stories in between Return of the Jedi and Force
Oh,
Awakens.
Shadows of the Empire. Yeah, Shadows of the Empire
You know what I mean?
storyline
Like,
was great.
give us the throne. All right, give us your throne story. Like, what's taking so long with the
Yep.
throne story? You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Dude,
do something, man. Like,
Sam
I don't know.
Whitwer, I think
He should be the boss. He should be the boss.
He should. Yep, he should be the boss. And here's the deal. He should have had his time as Starkiller for real. Like, especially that they're saying that they're going to retcon again. This is a rumor, obviously, but they're saying they're retconning Star Wars, the whole last trilogy. Dude, I would say, who cares? They talked about all these legends already in the main canon. Why not give us a Starkiller movie finally? Give us the Force Unleashed. Give it to us. Sam Witwer can still play his role. He can get into shape, and then he still looks young enough. Get him into his Starkiller role, man. That's what he was born to play.
I will spoil this. So I love that they paid homage to Starkiller in the Maul series, where I won't say when it happens, but there was a shot of Maul with two sabers underhanded, and he was in that pose of Starkiller. I was like, oh, chef's kiss. That was beautiful.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then we had it in Rebels when Ahsoka did it, right? So like it's there. That fighting style is there, and they had Ahsoka do it in the Clone Wars as well. But it's kind of one of those, like, give Sam Witwer his flowers, let him be Starkiller, and let him do these stories. I truly believe, yes, Dave Filoni, the protege, of George Lucas and all that stuff, but I feel, me personally, that Sam Witwer has that love that nobody else has. I feel like he loves Star Wars even more than Filoni. That's how I feel, man.
Yeah. Like, he's coming, he's us as fans. Like, Sam Witwer is us as fans. He understands what the fans want because he's a fan himself, so yeah,
and then the one time, the reason why he got hired is when he out geeked Dave Filoni. Remember, they thought he wasn't going to get the job, and he out geeked him, and he got the job. Right, when he's just like, "Ooh, we can't do that because Anakin's mom already met Padme." And then when he was doing the Force Unleashed, when he was just like struggling, they're like, "Why are you always struggling building a lightsaber?" He's like, "He doesn't know how to meditate." He's just like, Darth Vader would never teach him to have mental clarity and meditate. He feels like it's all force because that's what the Sith is. It's forcing things into existence, right? That's why the Kyber crystal bleeds red and all that. It's just like that guy, like you said, Marcus, he is a fan, a true fan, and he should be in charge. I really do believe it. So I it's unfortunate. I'm going to watch Grogu and Mando this week with the family, but I'm going in with very low expectations, obviously, because it's Disney Star Wars. But hopefully I can enjoy it then. But man, they got to get their stuff together. They really do, especially when people saying this is Jon Favreau's weakest movie. You don't say that about Jon Favreau, man. That's craziness to me. So.
Well, then that makes you think, how much was Disney involved in the production of this film as well?
Well, to be fair, Noah, there are rumors that this is the last project Kathleen Kennedy had her hands on, so that could be the case as well.
Yeah, because her name is.
I think Star Wars has fallen apart after like Rogue One. Like, Rogue One was good. I liked Rogue One. That's like the only in between story movie that we got that I thought was good.
I like Solo. I know Solo get a lot of shit, but I like Solo.
God, Marcus, I'm about to throw you in jail, sir.
That movie was good, along with 7, 8, and 9, right? Like, you can retcon it or not. I don't think people are going to talk about it regardless. It's been 11 years, and nobody even makes memes about fucking movies because no one gives a shit about them. They're not good. That's just the thing, right? Like, the trilogy had, like, the prequel trilogy had their memes because it was an interesting story, but like, it was weird, right? But the sequel trilogy is just bad, and it's forgettable. It's just kind of, it's overall lame, and I don't know. A lot of these in between stuff like that Disney's doing now with like Mando and Grogu, like, it started out strong. I didn't watch season 3. I'm not gonna watch Mando and Grogu. I didn't like the Boba Fett stuff that much. Like, I liked seeing Boba Fett again. I just didn't like getting him how we got him. And a lot of this other in between stuff, to me, it's all filler, right? Like, it's not anything important because it's just like, hey, let's bleed the Skywalker saga even more without using those characters. because it all exists in that time frame. It's like I don't know, man. Like Marcus said, there are so many other stories that they could be doing, and they are choosing to just milk this cow for all it's worth in the Skywalker name. And I haven't touched a Star Wars. Like I haven't touched Star Wars in years, honestly. Like I haven't watched a Star Wars movie in general in years because I just watch it and I get fatigued thinking about everything that they're doing to the franchise.
Give us Cal Kestis in live action. Shit, bring Cal Kestis in.
Listen, yes, please, and also let's get Keanu Reeves as Darth Revan. So
thank you, perfect, Revan. And my thing is this, like I said earlier,
one up with the zombie stormtroopers.
Well, they were supposed to do that. So they were supposed to do a horror movie based on the Dark Troopers novel, which was great. That was like a zombie, Star Wars zombie movie, basically.
He was Mr. Bones.
Yeah.
But I feel like now, I think everything hinges on Starfighter next year. Everything is going to hinge on this Ryan Gosling Star Wars movie next year. Because they canceled the other one, the one that was supposed to be about the Rebel pilots. They canceled that one. So everything is hanging on Starfighter right now next year.
Yeah. We'll see how that pans out.
But
alrighty, guys.
Stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, you have Darth Vader as an entity. And, like, while I still kind of find it weird using, like, the voice of passed on actors, he did give outward permission to do so. I focus on your Darth Vader a little bit more, or focus on what is like if you want to make money, but also tell the story. Like you have the opportunities, or just stick away from the fucking Skywalker stuff. It's done. It's done.
Absolutely. I agree with Marcus. Maybe we should get the in betweens, like Shadow of the Empire stories. Maybe we should get, if you want to continue Skywalker stuff, you got to go with the extended lore, right, of old man Grandmaster Luke. Right. With, and then, introduce, the Solo twins, introduce Mara Jade, even though George Lucas didn't create it, a lot of people love those stories. Right. So, but yeah, man,
Maloney said he doesn't even want to add Mara Jade, which sucks. I was like, why?
Well,
she's a great character.
Yeah. Whatever.
Like,
that goes to show. Right. But I still say they should take a risk and completely do something new. That's just my thing. Whether it's the old stuff like Old Republic or new future stuff way past the Skywalker stuff. So
yeah.
But anyway, that's our time, guys. Listen, we love you. We're probably going to be talking about the Twilight stuff since Noah keeps bringing it up and Lucas. So maybe the next episode we'll do that. And we love you. Be safe, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.
Ooh, that's
Woo! Oh, look at that! Oh, new logo!
Hey.
Very nice.
Reminds me of that Decepticon Cobra.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, listen, we should talk about He-Man next.
Oh yeah, I gotta see.
All right, when I don't even know when that comes out.
When does it come out?
Like 2 weeks.
When does Jared Leto bring another franchise?
I don't know. Get rid of Jared Leto. No, I'm kidding.